You know, I really am honored that the National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police, and we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to, and after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe. Also, we're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess.
Donald Trump, once again, is using Chicago as the boogeyman, a Republican staple, and threatening that the troops will step foot in our great city. Well,
so Trump said he want to send the National Guard into the rack. Ain't gonna go how you want it to. Let's be real, this ain't about Chicago. This is about Epstein and Mar-a-Lago. He's still mad they ran his ass out of town when he tried to do that speech. He had to run over that hill. I think his toupee fell off. I seen one of the shorties taking a picture with it like they snatched his chain.
Friend of the show, Vic Mensa, a Chicagoan, called him out for the president's beyond ludicrous dialogue.
You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent, and we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this, and it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something to happen. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York, and we're going to help with...
Needed help there at the end across the finish line. Regardless, this is beyond dumb.
For as much bad press as Chicago gets, let's look at the realities. Our Mayor Brandon Johnson needs to be applauded for reducing homicides by more than 30%, robberies by 35%, and shootings by almost 40%. Say what you will about the migrant crisis, he inherited that situation. See, Chicago is just a convenient scapegoat for the violence of America. Like, let's look at Chicago as if the American government isn't the most violent machine on the planet Earth. And furthermore, it's proven that investment into more policing does not reduce violence.
Mensa is preaching here on the point of police. Notice who says the opposite of him.
Democrat Party does not fight for, care about, or represent American citizens. It is an entity devoted exclusively to the defense of hardened criminals, gangbangers, and illegal alien killers and terrorists. The Democrat Party is not a political party. It is a domestic extremist organization. Look at Chicago. They've shut down the police department. They've handcuffed law enforcement. And as President Trump says, they have turned the streets of Chicago into a bloody killing field. And the Democrats, instead of jumping up and down and saying, thank you, President Trump, thank you for saving our lives, thank you for saving our cities, thank you for scrubbing away all the graffiti, the trash, the homeless encampments, the druggies. Instead of cleaning up the city, instead of thanking him for that, they're saying, President Trump, how dare you save our lives? How dare you save our children? How dare you save our city? The Democrat Party, Sean, that exists today, it disgusts me.
Friendly reminder, this guy's emails were leaked that he frequented white supremacist websites and drove a bigoted website's articles, that being Breitbart, to be even more far right.
Chicago was the largest public housing experiment in the country. The education system is and they keep gutting it, closing schools. It's filled with vacant lots. Did you know greening vacant lots reduces crime by 30%? It's almost as if treating human beings like they're valuable lets them lead better lives.
As a friendly reminder as well, if you haven't already, follow Vic on all his socials. Dude is incredible, and he's putting out banger videos like this.
And they're gonna fight me. Like this slob of a governor you have in Illinois. This poor guy got thrown out of his business by his family. I know the family. I was partners with the family. Nice family. I like the family, but he was no good. They threw him out. He's governor of Illinois, and he goes about Trump, we don't need his help. Chicago is the worst. These places are really bad, and a lot of people are here. So the line is that I'm a dictator, but I stop crime. So a lot of people say, you know, if that's the case, I'd rather have a dictator. But I'm not a dictator. I just know how to stop crime. And you would think that Illinois, where they have such a problem with crime, such a bad governor, he should be calling me and he should be saying, could you send over the troops, please? It's out of control. It's out of control. In New York, it's out of control. Not as bad as Illinois, by the way. Not even close.
We already know how delusional this man is, but he has no idea what he's talking about. All of this is just fear-mongering tactics that are falling flat.
Now for the we need more police crowd, let me hit you with a couple facts. Stick with me, I know you numbers. Police budget is $2 billion, 12% of the city's budget. Increasing police by 10% only reduces crime by like 2%. On the other hand, youth summer jobs and cognitive behavioral therapy in schools reduces crime by 40 to 50%. You tell me what's a better investment, God damn it. So how about before you wasting people's time and all of our money, you look at what Brandon Johnson's already doing, what the mayor of Baltimore is already doing, and invest in the black community. Because one thing I'm gonna tell you about Chicago, that ain't sweet.
And by the way, for what it's worth, Chicago's own Chance the Rapper has a new album out called Starline, which you should absolutely go listen to because it is an incredible bounce back for him. For someone who was talked about being one of the next greats and having a period in time where he was absolutely crapped on left and right. To have an album like this hitting on many humongous issues, and also, by the way, having a Vic Mensa feature is awesome.
So Chance's album came out Friday, and the whole shit for me has been a lesson in being of service. And for those songs we made together, sometimes in sessions for a collab tape, but ultimately it made more sense for him to do the whole record or get certain features, whatever it may be. And there are times when you gotta be confident enough in yourself to be the supporting character in somebody else's vision. So many areas of my life, I'm the main character, the center of attention. My businesses, a lot of time my family, many of my relationships. A lot of people I know are held back from even being a part of something great because their ego won't allow them to be a supporting character. I have this concept about deposits in the bank of the divine. When you make a deposit in the bank of the divine, it pays returns exponentially. Being a person that is of service is a currency. That means it has a current, it flows. And when you pour into people, not even necessarily expecting return, people will pour into you and ask for nothing. And it'll be the ways you least expect it, right? That's why I try to make a practice of taking out $100 to give it to a homeless person, because that's insignificant as it is for me to give someone $100, it is for someone else to give me $100,000. Giving opens yourself up for receiving. Y'all got mouths to feed, but when you devote yourself to other people truly wanting to see them eat, God gonna feed you. I mean, life is sweet.
So I end with this, and I just need to applaud someone like Vic because I have seen his come up. I was a fan before I was someone who had the pleasure of interviewing him once on the Young Turks with Hassan Piker, and the second time was on my own independent show, which y'all should go subscribe to, youtube.com/@the Show, where we touched on many things. And to see how he admittedly has overcome so many things, is in such a better place, improved his lifestyle, improved his mental health, and continues talking about serious stuff and serious issues. I mean, he is brilliant. I mean that. He's a brilliant dude, beyond smart, big reader. Like he was a good student to the people that I've spoken with, like a really good student. And he could have been like, if he went to college, even though many said he would have thrived in college, he chose to get into music. He could have been like a political science major and probably gotten straight A's. I wish I had the knowledge that he has. Brilliant, truly. So go follow him, go support him, and also listen to Chance's new album. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.